Welcome back to Model Rockets 321. Today I acquired this mass of rockets I'm calling the Ugly Duckling Collection. Got it off Craigslist, looked on there, and this guy had all this stuff he wanted to get rid of. He said it belonged to his son who was no longer into it. He got older, he left the hobby. But I'm thinking he'll probably come back to it later on. But these are long gone now. So I'm going to go through and show you what I have. They weren't built great. I'm not saying you have to build like an expert every time, but you know, it would be nice if you can get them to look like the package somewhat. These are, you know, it's an attempt, but we will take a look. To start out with, we're going to look at this Canadian arrow. I remember when these came out like in the 2000s, like maybe 2003 or 4 sometime. This is like the Ansari prize. There was a competition where these manufacturers are going to, or up-and-coming aerospace companies, I believe they were going to build and launch rockets, serious ones, big like NASA-type rockets, and win the X Prize, and then you can move on. I don't know whatever happened to the winner or whatever, but this Canadian arrow was one of them. It's based on, looked like an extended V2 rocket, so that's what this was. But this is built, I think it was white originally. It looked like the paint either had some yellowing or the clear coat. And this is just beat, man. It's like beat. The cone, this is, look like it hit the ground maybe a couple times or one time. Like this is just all crushed. Fins, not too bad. Like he tried to use epoxy. Engine hook still works. You can probably still get an engine in there. So that's not too bad. But just this hand paint job and just bad, like bad. I could see the decals. They like they were sticky. I don't know if they were water slides. I'm not sure. But then he was using epoxy. Looked like some kind of thick glue on the lugs. So even to try to restore this would take a tremendous amount of work. So he was using a nylon, he upgraded to some nylon parachutes. Even those were like cut from fabric. So yeah, so this is number one. It still got that burnt smell. The cone's not bad if you're gonna like salvage something and make it a shorter and make a V2 out of it. There's some hope for this. This is not horrible, but this, I'm worried about all this. This is soft, so that's kind of bad. Cone's not bad, sand it down. Parachute, I would probably, let me see, is this any good? The parachute got a spill hole in it, like he was using tape and, I don't know, did he tape them on there? Are these taped? It look like these are kind of like taped on, the shroud lines are taped on possibly. It may be a hole, but just some kind of nylon homemade parachute with a little spill hole. But yeah, so that's number one. Like I said, it will fly, and this is all that's kind of bad, but this will fly. That's rocket number one. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and go with this Phoenix Missile, which the body still seems not too bad, but it has some yellowing and just, it is like wrecked, man. Like engine hole still looks not bad, like that's kind of soft around there where the engine would go. This is the old version too, because that has the old engine hook. So this is a very old Phoenix Missile. He's using epoxy again, which to sand that off and start this over, you would need a couple new fins. Yeah, then look, these are straws, actually straw. So this is this is bad. I mean, this is, oh yeah, the shock cord would need replacing. It's rubber elastic. Wow, this is, yeah, more nylon parachute, more homemade. Oh, this is not homemade actually. This is actually stitched. So not a bad parachute. Look at that big burn. Wow, big burned hole. So this is trash. Big burned hole. Like, I don't know if they were using wadding at all. Yeah, that's a big burn in that hole. So that would go, all that. I would just toss that. This would be, but this is salvageable. This could be actually not bad. Cone is still good. Body, if you could get this epoxy off here. Epoxy's rough. Whatever can break down epoxy. And sand this all, take it all the way back to this bare tube. Get all those decals off, get a new set of decals, and just start this over. This is not bad though, it's missing one fin. Cone goes on pretty good, so Phoenix Missile definitely need another fin there. Yeah, redo the fins and just get it really nice. Not a bad, not horrible. This is not bad. If you can get this engine mount out of there, if you can get that out of there somewhere and start that over. Yeah, fins are glued crooked. But yeah, just Phoenix Missile, I remember this being a skill level 3 kit years ago, but not bad. Just some work, some hope there. So I'll put this in the okay pile. I'm gonna start in a pile where it's hopeless or have some hope. Hopeless or have some hope. So this has some hope. I'll put the Phoenix Missile right there. Now let's go to this thing right here. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a Big Daddy. It has 3 fins. I always thought the Big Daddy had 4 fins. They're glued on. Are they straight? I guess they're glued on okay. I don't know. He was doing his own designs and brush painting again. Using straws again. Oh my God. So parachute has been ripped off. Yeah, this is just, what do we have here? Is there any hope with this parachute? No, parachute is burned. So this will be trashed. Parachute trash. Like I said, these cones are good. This is a good cone. Body, I don't know. This is probably through the fins using epoxy. Like thick glue along here. So engine mount is all just burned, just torn. I don't even know what happened to that engine mount. So this is all just bad. I don't know. Maybe something salvageable here. Like down inside there's all burned. But this cone is good. Body, I don't know. This is, I don't know. I'll put this in the maybe not good pile. I'll keep this cone with the Phoenix Missile. Canadian Arrow, like I said, wasn't horrible. I'll put that over here with the Phoenix Missile. Now I'm getting my rhythm of how I'm gonna do this. So let's start with this parachute. Here's a parachute. I remember these. These were cool. But now look, it's all burned. It will still work, but it's just ripped. I would trash this. I wouldn't. Every hole on there is ripped. These were cool shoots too. I remember these coming with the SR-71 Black, but this is just burned. So this is the no good. That's trash. As far as I'm concerned, I don't need that. Another parachute, more burned, all up, burned. Big old hole. Like a rip. That's actually a rip. And burned, singed, not using enough wadding, singed. Big 24-inch parachute. Yeah, trash. Alright, so here we have, this is a Big Daddy. Estes Big Daddy. I looked at this earlier, not bad. Hand paint job, he didn't do too much damage. This can be sanded down, the fins can be fixed. They're not pointed anymore, but they can be fixed. Sand this all down, you got a pretty good rocket here. This is the Big Daddy. Pretty good rocket. Let's look inside. Alright, he has one of his nylon parachutes. Oh, that's not attached. Old elastic stuff, not attached. One of his nylons. This one, yeah, another homemade nylon with a spill hole that he just cut. It's all tangled up. Shroud lines are sticking together. There we go. But from what I see, this is not bad. Not bad at all. This is actually one of the more robust and solid. I'd sand all of that off and get this looking good. I'm not even sure what I'm doing with all these kits. Some of these may wind up on eBay. Just to kind of flip or whatever. I mean, but not bad. This could fly right now, and good. The launch lug he didn't use epoxy or nothing. I don't think it feels like regular glue. It's not like epoxy. Like I said, that's still working. Not bad. Not even a bad color scheme. If he had did it like really nice, it would have been a cool looking rocket. Nice color scheme. But I sand it down and do something different. So not bad. Let's go to this Titan Missile. This is probably like one of my favorites in the whole collection because, you know, I like scale. If you've been checking my account, Model Rockets 321, be sure to subscribe. So this kit right here, not bad at all. I mean, it definitely needs some work. None of this is great. It needs restoring, but it looked like somebody really attempted. There's a Gemini capsule on there, Titan Missile, and this is where the fin cam would go. So it's missing a launch lug. I mean, a launch hook, the motor hook. Yeah, that's missing. So you'll need to get this out of here. And this had a plastic fin can. Not bad though. This is a Titan Missile converted, you know, for the Gemini program. So this is not bad. I actually like this. It's kind of like my favorite piece in there. So I'll put this over here. Not bad. And this is just a cone. I'm gonna find out who this go to. I can see where it went in the dirt. This got lawn darted. That stuck in the ground at some point. Not bad. So decent on BT. That's a BT80 cone. I'll put that there. Maybe I'll find who it goes to. More parachutes. Let's see. This one, spill hole. He cut it. Got some more burns. Holes all in there. I mean, man, I wish he just took a little more care. Not too bad. These are ripped. All where the shroud lines used to go, all ripped. Not horrible. It could work. I mean, I'll keep this in the okay pile. I'll put the okay pile over here. Let's get to this Blue Ninja. Blue Ninja. Oh man, this is destroyed. This is not looking. Let's see what we got. It's not looking good. I saw that. Let me see. Not horrible. Not horrible. Why I say it's destroyed is because that's just straight the engine mount, the engine hook. Nothing to hold the engine in. Nothing to hold the engine in. So then more nylon parachutes. It's a knot tied here. Okay, I see what he did. He tied it here. Okay. So he tied it and had the cone dangling. I see what he did. Let's see how the parachute is. More homemade parachute. More tape. Yeah, more nylon parachute. And the guy that sold it, he told me that they were his sons. And he said, yeah, we were making parachutes for them. And yeah, ooh, these really smell bad. They got that true burned. Yeah, so they were gluing these. Yeah, gluing these straps. Yeah, this tape, they were all just glued on. So this is, I mean, taped on. That's nothing. That trash. More with those other parachutes. Not horrible, but it needs some work to get this plastic, Blue Ninja, okay, plastic fin can. If this can be fixed and get a motor mount in there with an engine hook, this wouldn't be a bad rocket. Not a bad rocket. Not a bad cone. This nylon stuff, I don't know, that still seems pretty tacky. So not horrible. Not a horrible rocket. I'll put this in the workable pile. So let's see what's next. All right, so that's not too bad. We got a bag of. All right, so here's the bag. What's this bag? GN Netcom. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so in this bag, okay, so some recovery wadding. Can always use wadding. A couple packs of wadding. I think these are the ones that used to come with the engines. There's, I believe. So wadding, igniters. Oh yeah, this is good stuff here. Wadding, igniters. That's like one, it's like how many bags of, there's 2 bags of igniters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. There's a 3rd bag of igniters. Oh, this is a bunch of these are parts for launch pads and stuff. So here's a launch key. Well, the end cap for the key. So I guess he wasn't using a little thing. He got clothespins. These clothespins are used, you put these on the rods and the rockets can sit right on there before they launch. Not bad. Okay, so this is just a bunch of stuff like that. Not too much stuff. Launch rod parts. Okay, so this is an okay bag. I'll keep this igniters. These are igniters and wadding. Good pile. Alright, let's get to this. Now I had this kit years ago. This is horrible. This is a horrible, horrible, horrible display. Wow, he couldn't. So he glued the legs. This is the Outlander. Like you got the Marslander, which is a classic kit. The Marslander is so popular. It's one of the greatest kits. Then they made the Outlander, which was this. Had these spring bounce legs. But I guess he was too young maybe to build that. And he just opted to just paint like this. And this is just horrible. The cone's still good, but I don't even know if his parachute is more trash. Oh, it's so burned. Like he was not using wadding at all. Wow, that is like just looked like it's been on fire at one point. So this is just, yeah, this is garbage. This is garbage. I don't know if anything here can save. This is plastic, so this is cool. Launch rod was long, but these are glued on, so all the spring bounce technology is like gone. Like maybe it'll still fly. I did find the other leg. It's around. Here it is. So here's the other leg. Because this is a spring bounce. Like I said, the Marslander would spring. It would, have a little land. But I don't know. I don't know. This is kind of, maybe somebody will want to play with this. I don't even know if like he was using epoxy again, like that expanding. This is Gorilla Glue. That's what that is. Gorilla Glue. So this may not have any hope. I don't know. But this is a good part, and this cone is a good part. Parachute. I'm gonna just rip that off now. This is total. This parachute is total trash. Like that's horrible. I have to get my scissors. Here we got a scissors right here, and I'll just cut this because this is. I'm gonna take another look at it before I actually get rid of it. But I believe that's done. I'll just snip that. And then that'll be bad pile. So let's see what we have going now. So put this on here. Yeah, he was brush painting these. Not a bad color scheme. If he had done like the spring bounce, if he had, because it was a complicated build. I think this thing was like, it had to be like skilled level, like skill level 5, maybe the expert level to get this thing. 'Cause I had one. It was really nice. They were good kids. They were weird looking, but they were cool. But he just glued the hell like out of everything. So, like, yeah, at least the engine mount will take an engine. It'll fly. I mean, this will fly as is. It'll fly. Engine, yeah, it looks, the launch logo looks clear. But anyway, that's that. I'll put this in the okay, maybe pile. Start a new one back here. Okay, maybe. That's not great, though. Not great. And here we have a V2. This is a V2. Yeah, this is a V2. Let's see how the engine mount, because we seem to have trouble with engine mounts. Not bad. That'll hold an engine. This is old school because they were using those engine hooks like that. Now they have an extra metal piece on the newer ones. But he took the V2 and he painted it all yellow. Oh, let's see. Do we have a good parachute for a change? Not bad. Yeah, this is an older. Let me see, were Estes making these yet, or were these? I'm trying to think. Yeah, oh, these were, I think you had to make your own chute. Well, do your own shroud lines. This is not bad. Not bad. And I'm kind of wondering, like, some of the kits are older and some are newer. So, not a bad V2. I can see some issues along here with that expanding glue or that Gorilla Glue. So, possibly. Then it has creases. There's like, this is really soft right here. So, this is more of that issue. Like, it got wet maybe. I don't know. That's plastic. So, yeah, definitely, this is salvageable for a V2. Not bad. Nice orange parachute. And this is old school. Like, this is even before they had the spill hole with the dot lines. I could tell. This is an old school parachute. This is old school. So this is not bad at all. I'll put this in a good pile. This is definitely salvageable and doable. And it may fly. I mean, right now I think it'll fly, actually. Yeah, that's tight. That fits tight. That'll need some. But that body, replace the body. We can clean up some of this area and get all of that out of there. And probably, I think this is through the wall fins, maybe. Yeah, not a bad V2, actually. Not a bad V2. All yellow, but yeah, clean that up. Not bad. This is hilarious and crazy. This is the Mutant V2. He called this the Mutant V2. And what he did, looked like it was just getting exploded. I think he glued, oh no, he didn't. Initially I thought he glued the top on and was just blowing it up. But the Mutant V2 is like all warped and just crazy in there. I mean, I may leave it as a mutant and fly. It is like ugly, man. Look at that. So this is the engine hole. I always check that. But I guess you can get an engine in there. 24mm D engine. And I'm scared to even put my hand in there. That looked like a mutant hideout or a mutant hole. Oh, what was he doing? Look at that. Inside is just like charred. Look like he may have had a fire in there. Some kind of parachute. What is this? John Deere. John Deere parachute. So here we have a John Deere parachute, spill hole. Actually, all in. This is a heavy. This fabric is heavy, so I'm not gonna do this parachute at all. This parachute feels very heavy. Like, yeah, it wants to catch wind. Short shot cord glued to the side. Body feels super hard. What is that? That is like, jeez, what did he do? He's using house paint. That's what he did. But yeah, this boat tail, this section is called the boat tail. It's kind of ruined. Like, it's melted. Look, like I said, like a fire was going on inside there at one point. So, I mean, it looks like it'll fly. This gotta go though. This heavy knot, this gotta go. But for right now, this is let me pack the parachute back in here and see something. Ooh, this is a wild guy. What were you up to, man? I don't know if he was using wadding on this. I think he was just throwing a parachute in there, launching. So Mutant V2. Mutant V2. Looks like a rocket though, I mean. Looks like a rocket. Heavy, got some weight. But this is all warped. Like I said, like a fire was going on inside this rocket at one point. All right, so I'll stand that one over there in the okay pile, I guess. It made the cut. Here's some Canadian Arrow fins. He was painting. Yeah, they're through the wall fins. I can see it through the wall. So where's the rest of this? I'll put those there. This looked like a Patriot missile. More straw. Using straw as launch slugs. Let's see what we got here. Alright, Patriot Missile. How's the parachute? I can see it's a tiny little small little 12-inch parachute. 12-inch parachute spill hole. Did he cut it out okay? And some singe marks. It got burned a few times. Okay, the tape seemed to be holding better. Alright, not too bad. Not bad. But body-wise and build-wise, yeah, a little turning yellow. Some kind of little decal on there. Got a little weight to it. I think was he brush painting again? It like he may have brush painted a little bit again. Fins like they broke off a few times. Small parachute, yeah, but actually not a bad. I mean, they all have some issues which need to be addressed, but not a bad. I've seen worse. Out of him. Well, at least he was into the hobby for a little while, you know. At least he just wasn't a builder. And this drippy yellow, was that clear coat? What is that? I wonder what that is. It just turned yellow. Probably your things. I don't know. But yeah, not horrible. Not great either. So I'll put this over with the okay ones. It still looks like a rocket. And now let's go to this kit. I remember when these came out. It's supposed to be painted white. This was called the Rocket. The Rocket. It was like a rock. It's supposed to have white, almost like a bedrock theme type rocket. Let me see, more nylon parachutes. He was really into his nylon parachutes. He didn't like the plastic ones at all. So another one with the tape, he taped them on. They pop right off like that. So I won't, like I said, I'm not keeping that at all. So there's nylon chutes. And more burns. I don't think he was using wadding. Look at that. Burned. Spill hole. He learned about the spill hole. Spill holes are cool. Yeah, these things, they smell like rockets, man. He was launching though. He was putting them in the air. I'm gonna cut this parachute off because I'm not gonna pack it again. This is gone. Bye bye. But yeah, this was a unique cone they made. That's a trash pile. This is a unique cone. It had all those dimples in it for this kit called the Rocket. That had the fin, the whole theme that followed this whole rock look to it. So, yeah, I didn't get this kit when it came out, I just remember. But yeah, not bad. It's a rocket. I mean, big old gash out of that right there, but overall, just a plain gray. I guess he sprayed, like he was brush painting this stuff. Was he brush painting? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but I see this drippy stuff though. I'm still wondering what that is. So there's the Rocket. Next up, let's look at this kit. I remember people flying these at launches. These were pretty cool. I don't know if he built well, but engine hook is kind of smashed. I guess you can still get it. It's bent too. I don't know. And a big old crease indentation here. This is called the Eliminator. The Eliminator. It flew on E engine. Like some stuff stuck down in there. I don't know if I can get it out. Oh well, look here. Straw. And then this little standoff. Standoff in the straw, like that's not even, that don't line up correctly. I don't know what he was doing. But this is a cool fin can though. So if you were to salvage something, these parts could make a nice new kit. Get rid of all this body tube and stuff like that. This could be a nice kit. You could redo this. This is a nice fin can. All plastic, you don't have to just get rid of that. It's not too burned. Not horrible.